Hey folks, it's Patriot Nurse. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I am sounding the alarm and I am pleading with people to wake up to the deception that is in front of them. Over the past week, I have seen and witnessed and been singularly disturbed in my spirit over the level of lie that is being swallowed and that is being disseminated hook, line, and sinker related to the issues that happened on the border with Gaza and Israel. And in particular, I wish to plead with you to be discerning and to pray and seek the Lord's truth in the midst of a massive deception. I am appalled at the level of Jew hatred and overt anti-Semitism that I have seen surface this week in the preparedness and homesteading and supposedly Bible-believing communities. Let me plead with you. If you are justifying or excusing or supporting Hamas or the Gazan cesspool that feeds it in any way, let me plead with you to reconsider that position from a biblical perspective, considering the consequences that the Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob ascribed to people who bless the enemies of his people, Israel.
Well, she don't know the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and she clearly doesn't know who the Lord's people are on the earth. She's got zeal. I'll say that for this woman. Before I go any further, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the venerable apostles of the great millstone, along with the bishops and elders who are out here ruling and teaching the church well in these last days. And I want to say salutations to the Bayat Shah Dawadah, that is the house of David the elect. Beginning, of course, with the 144,000, the men of the Lord, the servants, the prophets, who are out on the highways and byways throughout the four corners of the earth, singing a new song, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel, on down to all those among Israel who have believed our report, the men, women, and children believers, the friends and helps of the prophets. They too are going to be delivered out of this coming destruction, and that's what's coming. Salakia to Babylon the Great, aka America. That was the Patriot Nurse. Again, she's very zealous, but she's completely lost. All right, when it comes to the scriptures, and lately, ever since October 7th, so for the past couple weeks, she's been very outspoken about what's going on over there, and a lot of lies are coming out, regarding what's going on in that part of the earth, the so-called Middle East. Yes, there are a lot of heathens dying over there, which I was listening to the elder Apostle Hart this morning. We're not siding with the so-called Palestinians. They're heathens. You got Elamites over there. You got Ishmael, the so-called Arabs. That land is full of heathens, and who this woman is calling the Jews, they're Amalekites. They're Edomites. Okay? But she doesn't know any better. We're not siding with any group or any faction. Like the apostle said, the apostle Tahar, we side with prophecy. We side with the truth. We side with Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. And everything going down over there is leading up to, this is the truth, is leading up to the Third World War, which is coming quickly. I say it day in and day out. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. But this woman and her Christian, followers, they're Zionists. Hook, line, and sinker. Okay? They've swallowed that propaganda hook, line, and sinker. Okay? Listen, Patriot Nurse. You're standing with the wrong people. Okay? You people are standing with the wrong Israel. All right? Ever since they came into the land in 1948, okay? And they came from where? Austria, Germany, Poland, Russia, Czechoslovakia, okay? They're Edomites. All right, ever since they came into the land, it's been nothing but war. So how do they fulfill biblical prophecy? How are these the Lord's chosen people? They're not. Look at the look on her face there. They're not. You're standing with the wrong Israel. You know, of course, they always go to Genesis 12. You know, that don't apply to Amalek. Really, you Christians, you for the last 500 years, you've cursed the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So you're fixing to be cursed. When the real Israelites return to the land, there will be peace. Okay? Again, you're standing with the wrong Israel. Let's just get some precepts to prove. Okay. You know, these people ain't it, man. These issues, these wall humpers, these Talmudic rabbis, they're imposters. And the whole earth knows it. It seems like the only ones who haven't gotten the memo yet are you Americans, man. Especially you Edomite, you so-called white Americans. And especially those of you who claim to be Christian. So let's go to Zephaniah. Zephaniah, what I want first? Let's see. Yeah. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 13. It's going to be real quick. You're standing with the wrong Israel, Patriot Nurse. And so are your followers, and y'all are about to be confounded. You know? Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 13. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity. Right, the Lord's only coming back to redeem a remnant of his people. Who are his people? Who's the right Israel? Okay? The Israelites in the earth today are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, along with the speckled birds, the Israelite foreigners. I heard the Elder Malcolm, he mentions the Patriot Nurse from time to time in his lessons. And he's of the opinion that this woman could be a speckled bird. She could be. She's very zealous. She's zealous for the scriptures. She's real expressive when she speaks. So she could be. All right. But nonetheless, you still have to be of the elect. Okay? The Lord's coming to redeem the elect of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and those Israelite foreigners and speckled birds. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies. And that's all that's coming out of the so-called Israeli state. Nothing but lies. 24/7 lies, propaganda. I heard one again this morning. They're accusing they're accusing the HAMAS group, all right, of seeking to use Slovakia. Losing my train of thought. They're accusing HAMAS of developing chemical weapons. Where have we heard that lie before? Okay? So there's a lot of lies, a lot of propaganda coming out of that part of the earth right now. Okay? And who controls the media over here in the West, especially Babylon the Great? Amalek. These issues. Okay? So they're lying to you, man, but no more lies. Once the remnant of Israel, hold on, let me finish reading this. It says, the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. See? So when the true children of Israel are returned to that land, okay, and the kingdom of heaven is established, there will be no fear over there. Okay? They're not going. They're not. Hey, Lord willing, that's us. We ain't gonna be afraid no more, man. Ain't gonna be no more wars. Ain't gonna be no more fighting. Ain't gonna be no more blood spilling. Ain't gonna be no more violence in the land. All right. And what are these people going through over there right now? Fear. They're afraid, man. They're afraid. They're afraid of the so-called Palestinians. They're afraid of Hamas. They're afraid of the other one, the HEZ. Gonna have to start coding these things now. The HEZBO. You know, these are proxies. These are fronts. These are E's proxy armies. They're created and funded by the same people, all right, who are claiming to be the victim. Oh man, y'all are standing with the wrong Israel, man. Ain't gonna be no more war when the Lord comes back. And again, it's been nothing but war, nothing but bloodshed, nothing but strife and violence in the land since 1948. Ezekiel. Let's see, what is it? Ezekiel 46? I had written down a few. I think it's Ezekiel 46. It might be Salakia. Let me check my notes. It wasn't Ezekiel. It was Jeremiah. I had the chapter right, but it was Jeremiah 46. Let's go there. Jeremiah chapter 46. In verse 28, it says, "Fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Lord." Again, he's speaking to Jacob, all right? And Jacob's sons, okay, who make up the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? He's not talking to the Ishas. It says, "Fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Lord Yahweh, for I am with thee. For I will make a full end of all nations whither I have driven thee, but I will not make a full end of thee." Oh, Salaki, you know what? I'm reading verse 28. That's okay, but it's really verse 27 that I wanted. I can read verse 28, but let me go up to verse 27. Excuse me, pardon me, Salaki. Jeremiah chapter 46, verse 27. "But fear not thou, O my servant Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel." Okay. It says, "For behold, I will save thee from afar off, and thy seed," proving that this is about race. This is about a lineage of people. Okay? The Lord is dealing with a line, a seed line. He's not dealing with you Christians. "Behold, I will save thee from afar off, and thy seed from the land of their captivity." The Israelites are still in captivity. We're still in this Babylonian captivity. Israel's still exiled, man. Okay? Now we understand there's Israelites in that land. If they're not supposed to be there, you got Judah over there, so-called Negroes. You got Israel mingled among Amalek even over there. But the overwhelming majority of people in that land today are heathens, man, and Edomites. It says, "And thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return and be in rest and at ease." These people aren't resting, nor are they at ease, "and none shall make them afraid." See? Why are y'all so terrified? Why are they so afraid? Why are you American Christians so afraid? You know, this is Bible prophecy. Okay? The real Israelites, again, when the kingdom of heaven is established, we ain't going to be afraid, man. Lord willing, that widow's elect, man, we going to be ruling, man, with rods of iron. Ain't no nation going to come. The nations are going to be disarmed. In Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, it talks about the nations won't learn war anymore, roughly paraphrased. I think it is Isaiah 2. Anyway, these people don't fit the prophecies. All right, let's go to Isaiah. One more precept. Once again, you standing with the wrong Israel. All these Christians, we support Israel. We stand with Israel. Yeah, but you standing with the wrong people. You're going to be in for the surprise of your life, your collective lives when the Lord comes back. Isaiah chapter 16, verse 18. Violence shall no more be heard in thine land. It's nothing but violence going on over there. Violence. The violent land. Murdering. Blood being spilled. Again, the land is full of lies and iniquity. They ain't the people, man. Is this the anti-shimmy? Is this the anti-simi? You know? Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. Yeah. So just something that caught my attention through the spirit, you know. And picture, nurse, you know, you're very well spoken and you know a good bit. But you're off. And you Christians don't understand. Y'all weren't given the understanding, you know, and you're through, you know. All you Christians backing the so-called Israelis, y'all are finished, man. All right, Lord willing, you was edified through the Spirit. And with that, I want to say shalom.